Armored Core Law, the Bernard and Felix Foundation, a corporation whose defeat may have only made them stronger. History. The Bernard and Felix Foundation is a European corporation that is known for their precise weaponry and once held an incredible amount of power in Europe, leading up to the National Dismantlement War. They were able to gain this power by throwing themselves into the war quickly, becoming one of the most prominent corporations. Throughout their early history and all the way up to the Lynx War, the corporation has always had a deep adversary relationship with Global Armaments, GA, thanks to an increasing number of skirmishes occurring between the two, including BFF forces interfering with GA operations in Europe, disrupting work and transport. This and many other skirmishes led to the two corporations primarily engaging each other during the first stages of the Lynx War. It is during the events of Armored Core 4 that BFF skirmished with GA and its allies. Both corporations are noted to have used the services of Anatolia's mercenaries during this time, and the most notable one being in the early phases of the Lynx War, Chapter 4 of Armored Core 4. With BFF and GA engaging in full warfare against one another, GA would contract the mercenary to take out BFF's mobile sea base HQ, Queen's Lance. This attack alone would cost BFF their top leadership. However, with their larger infrastructure remaining intact, the company was able to restore operations with the support of GA, who was also emerged as one of the victors from the later phases of the Lynx War. In Armored Core France, through nationalistic centripetal force, BFF was able to regain their once lost assets and become the second largest company in the European region by the time of the economic war phase found in chapters 1 to 3 of Armored Core 4 Answer. However, with this came change, with BFF's new leadership siding with GA, who was unable to dominate within the League and began to operate independently. This change can be seen in BFF's weaponry, which at the time had been shown to be much more focused on ballistic damage and primal armor penetration than it was during the Lynx War, with newer models lacking in ammunition for a Lynx to use, but overall being seen as an improvement over the old products. Could this have been a sign that the influence of GA's own technology designs were being pushed onto BFF? If so, then perhaps this could explain the fall of BFF's only arms fort, the Spirit of Motherwill, a colossal war machine whose heavy armaments made it slow against the speeder necks, put huge amounts of strain on the joints, and the focus on ballistic firepower made the war machine a walking gunpowder warehouse with all the ammunition it would have to carry. This would all add up to a structurally flawed and highly explosive war machine, which, when its outer gun turrets and missile pods destroyed, would cause massive internal fires, resulting in a chain of explosions from the elite ammo and smoke that robbed the men and women working inside of their oxygen, causing the fall of the fort and the deaths of thousands of soldiers. Still, it is among this loss of life we move on to looking into the belly of the beast, for within the Bernard and Felix Foundation, it seems to have had a royal lineage system in place to decide who the new owner or ruler of this corporation would be, if we stick to the suggested theme. With our sources' help and further research, we believe that BFS had 4 possible heirs waiting to take over should anything happen to its current head. The first being Francesca Walcott, an original and known as the heiress of the Walcott legacy, who had the support of her brother Eugene. Her title and family name is what strongly suggests this, but more research will be required. The second heir is that of Lillian Walcott, who is known as the Princess of the BFF. It is again this title and family name that seems to reflect her right to the leadership of the Foundation, but it is also noted that she inherited this name rather than being born with it, which throws the idea that suggests the sibling-type relationship to the first heir, Francesca, and her brother Eugene, who are believed to have been born into the Walcott family, into conflict. However, with no real evidence, this is a theory that must join the other many theories about this lineage. Our third suggested heir is known as Mary Shelley, whose mother held the name Wollstonecraft. However, with the Lynx not keeping this surname, even though being known as the figurehead of the corporation, it could be the case that she lost this name through marriage or even changed it herself. Again, this simply must be put down as a theory due to the lack of evidence from either living or deceased parties. The final heir we believe is Eugene, the brother of Francesca, due to his clear relationship with his sister. Yet, after looking into footage of the pair battling, it has been brought up questions among staff about the personality of Eugene, who seems to want to protect his sister, a natural instinct of a caring brother, or under orders to protect the heir to his family's corporation. Products. Although BFF is best known for their precise long-range weaponry and targeting electronics, they have also cornered the market as a naval manufacturer. They have been responsible for designing most warships and tankers that roam the seas, aside from Omir's submarine class. This dominance of naval production is most clearly represented by the 8th Fleet and their powerful BFF battleships, including Queen's Lance, which is said to be the headquarters of many of its military commanders and VIPs. Despite not being a primary innovator in the field of Koniu technology, BFF is also responsible for several major Kojima-related designs, such as the Spear facilities, a Kojima energy facility, and a unique specialized normal capable of withstanding Kojima radiation intense enough to destroy a Next. Along with all this, however, BFF had also produced next parts, including the AND series, which included a head, core, arms, 2 leg types, and even an FC. But this would only expand in Armored Core for ANSA, with improved AND series parts being manufactured, including the 063 and 03. This of course does not include the stabilizers made along with these next parts. But BFF would not stop there with their products, producing many other types of weapons over the series, including rifles such as the 01 AN NR, the sniper rifles like the 047 AN SR, sniper cannons, radars, flares, EMP makers, and even missiles. Links employed: Eugene, pilot of Helix 2, killed by Anatoly's Mercenary in Armored Core 4. Francesca, pilot of Helix 1, killed by Anatoly's Mercenary in Armored Core 4. Icus, pilot of Amir, alive but whereabouts unknown. Lillian Wolcott, pilot of Ambient, killed by the Raven in Armored Core for Answer. Mary Shelley, pilot of Prometheus, killed by Anatoly's Mercenary in Armored Core 4. Unseal, pilot of Redcap, killed by Anatoly's Mercenary in Armored Core 4. Weng Xiaolong, pilot of Strix, alive but whereabouts unknown. From the ashes of death, the Phoenix will rise. Is this a statement that best describes the Bernard and Felix Foundation, or are they simply another rich and powerful beast who would not die in a world they wanted to rule? This ends the report on the corporation known as the Bernard and Felix Foundation.